I don't consider myself to be a liberal. I don't consider myself to be a conservative because those two terms have been redefined in modern day society. The term liberal came about hundreds of years ago, and it just simply meant you stood for liberty of individuals. You didn't believe in a monarch or some sort of king dictating what the population could and couldn't do with an iron fist. You believed in liberty. You simply believed that people had a fundamental right to have liberty. I mean, this was the number one thing that the French Revolution fought over, with liberty. And this is what resulted from the French Revolution, the concept of liberty in an atmosphere where the majority of the world was under the thumb of a monarch. And the same thing with the term conservative. So most people are liberals and most people are conservatives if you actually look at the original definition of these words. But I don't consider myself to be either one in terms of defining my politics because I don't have a set of politics. And I believe most people don't have a set of politics. I think that through watching the news and the fact that politics has sort of been placed into this entertainment dynamic, most people kind of look at it like football. You know, like you support your team, and if your team has a certain rival, you hate them, and you don't believe in anything that your rival believes in. You know, it's kind of turned into that kind of construct. And in reality, we all want the same things out of life. We all want to be paid fairly for the jobs that we have. We all want to be taxed fairly. We want a good quality of life. We expect our government to provide basic necessities like hospitals, the firefighters, police, good streets, good public schools. When things go wrong in our lives and we've been working for the majority of our lives, we expect our government to come in and help us when things are hard, you know, like unemployment. You know, we put money into taxes and we put money into the unemployment system. So, you know, if life gets tough, we all expect the government to reimburse us for paying taxes and paying into these social welfare systems by helping us out. You know, hey, okay, I lost my job because my employer went out of business. Okay, government, help me out. I mean, and we want food, we want water, we want shelter, and we want to be happy. So those are the things that everybody can agree on that they want. And I don't think you can place that into a particular political tribe. And another reason why I don't identify myself with a particular political group is because it's inherently tribal and it's inherently adversarial. If you're in a two-party system and you pick one, quite naturally you're going to have to hate the other one. So I think that Americans can be more civil with each other if they start distancing themselves from this two-party system. Don't consider yourself to be a Democrat or Republican, a liberal or conservative. Just consider yourself to be you. You're who you are. Like, my name is Benjamin. I'm Benjamin. You know, it's 350 million American citizens. Why would I place myself in one of two political parties that have a specific syllabus, a specific list of beliefs, as if I'm some sort of cookie cutter carbon copy? I mean, I'm an individual who has a unique life experience, so I don't think it's fair to place me into this box that was already created before I was born. And I feel like everybody else should feel that way. The fact that we have so much uncivil behavior, so much hatred in politics today is simply because this two-party system forces us to feel instead of think. If you noticed, the news always wants to piss you off, makes you angry. Every time you watch the news, you get angry, you get mad, you get sad. You're shocked, you're surprised. You're never left feeling informed. You're never left feeling smarter. You're never left feeling like you understand more about the world. You're left feeling pissed off at the other party. And I think that the news and the political structure understands this. And I think that they intentionally proliferate this dynamic because it leads to the most profits. The news media has never ever seen a level of success that it has now. They've never had the number of viewers that they have now. Politicians have never received as many donations as they do now. So they benefit from this tribal two-party system. And quite naturally, it's adversarial. And they like it that way because they know if it's adversarial, you're going to have one group try their darnest to usurp the other group, insult the other group, offend the other group, debunk the other group, disprove the other group, and support their guys, support the people on their team, the people who are wearing their jerseys. And I think it's ridiculous. We only have two parties, two major parties, and 350 million American citizens. You have third world countries out there that have 100 political parties. But in America, the third biggest country, 350 million citizens, we only have two parties. And for some reason, people gladly place themselves in this prearranged box. So you're not a human being who has a unique life experience. You're not a human being who has his or her own views on things. You just subscribe to one of the two political parties and their beliefs. Yeah. Stop defining yourself based on your political party because that's not yours. It was here before you got here and it'll be here long after you're gone. Start defining yourself politically like you define yourself personally. Peace.